Hi there everyone, good evening and welcome to Startup Central. I'm Avanne Dubash. This is the show that's focused on startup innovation, disruption and new age tech. If you want to reach out to us, email us on suc@etnow.tv or simply on my Twitter handle. We've got lots lined up today on the show. Let's begin then. Here are your top stories in Fatafat mode. From assorted nut butter to black sesame jaggery chicky, Two Brothers Organic Farms has been founded by two brothers who actually quit their careers as bankers to start the organic farm. Just recently, Bollywood actor Akshay Kumar as well as former cricketer Virendra Sehwag have invested about 14.5 crore rupees in a pre-Series A funding round. How does it feel to have Bollywood superstar as well as Virendra Sehwag actually have faith, resonate with what you do and invest in the company?
Thank you for inviting us over on the show. Well, it does feel reassuring about the work that we are doing, about the practices that we are promoting on the farmland amongst farmers, which is sustainable organic farming, and making good for consumers, making good food for consumers all across the world. Actually, both of them started off as consumers, then connected with us organically and found what we were doing interesting. I think Sehwag even came to the farm and spent an entire day understanding the nuances of organic farming and the manufacturing stuff and the brand. And then both kind of express interest to support this financially. So it does feel very reassuring that mainstream superstars and celebrities have a genuine interest in promoting a cause like this.
Walk us through who some of the other investors are then in this Series A round, how much you've raised in total?
So we have raised 14.5 crores in total. There is Crest Ventures, who's our existing investor. There is a social entrepreneur, Javed Tapia of Clover Infotech, and Tejas Chitlangi, who's a senior partner at ICUL, and Raju Chekuri, who's a global businessman based out of US, an Indian with strong interest in promoting and helping the agrarian sector in India.
So what exactly are the funds going to be used towards in terms of your overall manufacturing capacity? How are you looking to expand with these funds?
So we're looking at expanding the farmer network at the back end. We have trained over 16,000 farmers. We plan to utilize these funds to put up farmer training centers, more laboratories, research and development on the farm and in the manufacturing side. Of course, expand our manufacturing facilities. We have a 16,000 square feet FDA approved facility right now. We plan to double with these funds and reach out to more consumers through marketing initiatives domestically and international. We have customers in 53 countries. So looking at having a conscious presence in terms of developing the brand in the US specifically.
Okay, and I believe that the investment is also going to help farmers. It's going to help create employment opportunities for women in villages. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, so presently we do employ close to 200 people in the village in our manufacturing and our farming facilities. And with this investment, we plan to double that employment to around 400 people in the rural village that we are set out of. And not only give employment to an additional 200 people, but also employ the services of another 1,500 farmers spread across 16 states in India. We right now work with 800 farmers spread across 16 states and 2 union territories. We plan to double number of farmers that we are working alongside with. So number of farmers and number of employees, both based in rural India, this will have that impact on them.
Now let's talk about the products as well, because it's pretty interesting, you know, cultured A2 ghee, an extensive range of millet, healthy grain flours, wood-pressed oils, nut butters, just to name a few. So everything is sourced and done organically. Can you tell us a little bit more about the process in terms of the procurement of the ingredients and where your facilities are located at?
So the products comprise everything that grows on a farmer's field that can be processed to a finished product and has a life of 6 months plus. So you have A2 cultured ghee, ghee made the traditional way by churning curds and then getting butter. You have jaggery, a traditional Indian superfood, not promoted extensively in the last couple of years, but we're planning to get that to 4 because it's a better alternative to white sugar and stuff. Then we have wood pressed oils. This is the right way of consuming oil. It has more fiber, pure, instead of the heated refined oils as such. A range of wheat flours, primarily amongst them is khapli, which is emmer long wheat, a traditional variety which is low in gluten, low on the glycemic index, high in fiber, and recommended by diabetologists. It's an allium variety. Along with the range of flours, we intend to increase the oil variety, the spices variety, the dals, legume, lentil, pulses, and millets. We have been working with farmers on millets since the last 2.5, 3 years. We plan to make cookies, energy bars, cereal mixes, and pure millets per se. And today we have around a 44, 45 SKUs. So anything and everything that grows in India is heirloom and can be processed without any chemicals, preservative, additives, binders, fillers, essence, perfumes is what our product line constitutes of.
Now, the D2C market in India is growing exponentially. It's expected to reach close to $100 billion by 2025. Take us through how you're looking at the growth in the Indian market so far and how you really plan to leverage and capitalize on that strong momentum.
Absolutely. The D2C market is growing very strongly. People are increasingly spending more on online purchases. We have seen that with ourselves. We have grown over 100% over the last 4 years without institutional funding. All because, and primarily the growth has been led by the website. We do 70% of our business on our own website and our own app. We plan to invest in these tech platforms and D2C more strongly. We believe in D2C. Our DNA is D2C. I think the market is wide enough for the category of organic, natural, free of fortified food, which is close to a 1,27,000 crore market as per a latest study, and growing at 24% CAGR annually. So both domestic and the international market for this kind of food is growing strongly, and we plan to take a sizable market in this large sector as such. So D2C is what will lead our business growth going forward.
All right. Just tell us a little bit more in terms of, the outlook on competition, because one can't deny that there are a number of such homegrown companies that are sprouting up, that are looking at local farming. That's really picking up as a theme as well. How are you looking to stand out, retain your market share?
Small players are numerous. People have, especially family farms and, professionals returning to farming and making some of the other business a product of what they're growing. So that's a healthy trend, and we're happy that it's happening, and this number is growing. It just means that there are many people who are creating awareness in this market. Established players, a few, I think two of them, who have been present in the last 15 odd years. And I think what is unique to us is that we're a farmer-owned brand, and we do the farming part, the manufacturing part, and the selling part. Mostly brands that are present in the space, both domestic and international, are brands that sit in a city, but with no connect to the rural farming landscape and do not work holistically with farmers. The interaction with farmers is once a year, only for the transfer certificate, the organic certificate. But in our case, we have developed a farmer app. We have a team on ground that handholds farmers, meets them twice a month, so 24 times in a year, not only for policing or for auditing purposes, but for genuine handholding and taking them through how food has to be grown organically, how pest management has to be done organically, and kind of handhold them till the harvest stage. So this is what is unique. We have a our own farm and invite farmers to see how this is panning out practically so that they build confidence in growing food organically.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about how much you're generating by way of revenues. What kind of revenues did you clock in for FY22? What's your margin profile? How many customers and repeat customers do you have on board?
FY22, we did 26 crores. We have a 200,000 customers, unique customers present across 53 countries, majorly India. And presently we are clocking an ARR of 40 crores. And we plan to close this coming financial year at 50 odd crores. And in the next 5 years, we're targeting revenues of upwards 500 crores with the pre-series support and a Series A coming soon.
So are you profitable?
Yes, we have been profitable since the last 4 years. Both unit economics profitable, CM1, CM2, CM3 profitable, and EBITDA positive since inception.
Okay, and what's the game plan down the line? I understand you're looking to revolutionize the organic farming industry in India. How do you plan to do that?
Yeah, I think India is best suited to go organic because the average landholding size of a farmer in India is below 5 acres. Organic needs hands-on field rather than machine on field. Organic means heirloom native varieties of seeds. So that is, that's already what we have. We don't have land holdings like in the US and Europe where it's about 5,000 acres and it has to be machinized and run by machinery, and monocropping is the norm. In India, you can do polycropping, you have more hands-on farm. And I think we are best suited to go organic because livestock is a part and parcel of every farmer. Today, there's a huge issue of, leveraging the livestock that's present on the farm, except for milk. When the cow is not milking, there is less use of the livestock. But when you teach them organic practices and teach them how to make manure out of all the livestock waste, you are basically teaching them to utilize and leverage the livestock on the farm better. So I think as a country, we are best suited for turning our fields organic. It helps in water retention. It helps in soil, in preventing soil erosion. It helps in increasing microbiology both above and below the soil. It helps in maintaining biodiversity, and it's producing food that is super nutritious and that's akin to medicine for consumers located in urban areas.
All right. Thank you so much for joining in, taking time out and telling us about the recent investment and your plans to grow the company.
Thank you. My pleasure.